Thank you for tuning in to Two Pennies, the 2 Cents Podcast. Again, I am Nino. First of all, thank you, sir, for waking me up this morning. To my people, click that like button. Please continue keeping these subscriptions coming. Thank you to my fans, my followers, and my listeners. I appreciate you to the fullest. For crying out loud. This is all I got to say. For crying out loud. 2 rounds of the NFL 2025 draft. And you mean to tell me all the college football players taking Colorado Buffalo quarterback Shedeur Sanders, who last year was the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year, is still on the board, is unsigned. Are you kidding me? I had to use that Dick Vitale. Are you kidding me? Are you crazy? So what I'm trying to say, peeps, is this really about Shedeur Sanders, or this really a reflection at his dad, Hall of Fame great, Deion Coach Prime Sanders? Is this really at Shedeur Sanders, or is this really at his dad? Because I'm going to come at you like this. Okay, you trying to tell me that Shedeur Sanders doesn't have the professional talent to play in the NFL? And if you figure that NFL, prove it. Because to me, it seems like it's a little hatred going on. And that's just me speaking. How I would see it, if I don't think he can play, I'm going to draft him. And I know it's all about money. So that's what everybody's holding back. But I'm going to draft him. I'm going to throw him out there to the wolves. I'm going to put him on the field. And I'm going to let the eye test show that he can't play. But I know Shedeur Sanders can play. I know he can. I know he's flamboyant because his daddy is flamboyant. I know he's somewhat colorful. But all athletes are somewhat colorful or flamboyant. Black or white. And I'm not finna make this a black or white thing. I just think it's more at Coach Prime. But it seems like when the white athlete is flamboyant and colorful, it's not nothing said. But it's the black athlete. Come on now, let's keep it a buck. One of Shedeur Sanders' biggest mentors, greatest mentors, and the best mentors, the GOAT. Possibly the greatest quarterback of all time. The greatest quarterback I done seen for his winning losses, for his coming in cuts. One Tom Brady. The GOAT. Come on now, the GOAT. You think Tom Brady wasn't arrogant, cocky, and flamboyant? I have seen Tom Brady bark at people. I done seen Tom Brady after a big win come with a sarcastic remark, a confident remark. You know, a remark like, you think this is not me? This is what I done? You know, I know Tom Brady doesn't flash the jewelry and everything. And I think that's a lot of it too. You know, because Shedeur do flash and wear that AP. Shedeur does have a couple of Lambos, things like that. But that's that NIL money. Kids are getting paid anyway. And I know Shedeur cohort, Travis Hunter, people will look at them two and say, well, Shedeur Sanders and Shedeur Sanders is like Travis Hunter is like night and day. Because, you know, Shedeur is, you know, like outside and Travis Hunter is just like inside. But Travis Hunter, he doesn't show a lot. He doesn't floss a lot. Travis Hunter has NIL money too, but he even said he don't spend a lot of money on flash and dash. That's not nothing wrong with that. I still believe this is a lot at Coach Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, because you are penalizing his son for what Coach Prime was. But Coach Prime have always told you, I play the game, but he is flamboyant. But Coach Prime also, when it was time to get out on the field and do his thing, he came up. He was a dog. So if you a little flamboyant and you a little cocky, but long you being a dog, what's the problem? I don't think the biggest get back would be when he talk the talk and he doesn't walk the walk. And I know a lot of critics saying Shedeur isn't this and Shedeur isn't that, but Shedeur came up big time. His numbers was big last year. I'm talking about throwed Hail Marys. Cam Ward, the #1 overall player taken in the 2025 NFL draft to the Tennessee Titans. Shedeur Sanders' numbers are almost matchable to him. You know what I'm saying? I know this for a fact. Now, you gonna tell me, just think about the quarterbacks that have already went. Cam Ward, you got the quarterback out of Ole Miss. You got the quarterback, what's his name? Dylan Gabriel out of Oregon. You also have the quarterback that went to Alabama, the dual threat. Now, I know people will say Shedeur Sanders is not fleet of foot, but he has enough speed for escapability. I have seen Shedeur Sanders buy time and make plays. Now, I know a lot of the get back gonna be is he hold the ball too long and such things like that. It's gonna be the get back where he holds the ball and take a lot of sacks because he don't want to throw interception. But come on, man, Shedeur Sanders made a lot of plays. I just really believe this is a big boycott. The NFL is boycotting Shedeur Sanders because of his daddy. Because how his daddy talked and how his daddy, went about his business. But you got to say this about Coach Prime. A lot of things Coach Prime was saying, which it was straight up front, and you might didn't like it, it was cold hard, honestly, the truth. It was the truth. I mean, come on, man. It's crazy. I have always just sit back and said, and Coach Prime is one of my favorites, like I said, it's got to be a gift and a curse being Coach Prime's son, because the gift is he can get, he know a lot of people in the NFL. He has a lot of NFL contacts. He have a lot of NFL influence, so people know him. He can, if you got the talent, what do you think Travis Hunter got as far as he got? Because of Coach Prime. Now, Travis Hunter could have went to another college, and the kid has unbelievable talent, unlimited talent, and of course he was going to go. But a lot of this where I believe he won the Heisman Trophy and all that is because Coach Prime. Talented as Travis Hunter is, I believe if Travis Hunter would have went to another university besides Jackson and then Colorado, I don't think he would have won the Heisman Trophy. You know why he wouldn't have won the Heisman Trophy? Because other Power 5 institutions wouldn't have let Travis Hunter play two-way, so productive, play for play, like Coach Prime did. Coach Prime is like this. If you can talk the talk and walk the walk, I'm going to let you do it. But you got to be able to walk the walk if you're going to talk the talk. So, again, as I was saying, it's a gift and a curse being Coach Prime's son, because he can get you in with, the openings and the people that he know. But it just seemed like the hatred towards this man is just crazy. They love him, but the hatred towards this man. And you got to really see about Coach Prime. He has never been in no real trouble. He hasn't got no kind of allegations of SN or things like that. Now, I know at times people that say Coach Prime is nasty too, he's probably not so personable when you meet him in person. A lot of them is. A lot of them is. Come on, man, a lot of them is. But I'm just saying, look at this man's track record. He really is a leader of men. He has done great for men. He has opened so many avenues for coaches and everything else. He done opened it for Michael Vick. A lot of coaches. Eddie George. He's always looking out for HBCUs and everything. He done open up a lot of opportunity for black men, for people that done play football. But getting back to Shedeur Sanders, man. Shedeur Sanders, I believe, had a talent. I mean, he has a big time arm. Again, how is the NFL draft from Green Bay, Wisconsin came on Thursday night? This is Saturday. We going into day 3. We going to the 3rd round. How is Shedeur Sanders, the quarterback of the Colorado Buffaloes, last year, again, as I'm going to say, the 2025, 2024 Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year, how is he still on the board? Hey, man, what's going on here? Something is wrong here. Is it this blatant that y'all showing? I have even seen a little, some saying that maybe Shedeur Sanders need to go back to college. What do he need to go back to college for? And it really wouldn't hurt. He could get that NIL money, because going back to college isn't going to prove anything. Because it's not about the numbers, I believe, with Shedeur Sanders. Yeah, I might get him in trouble. It's the hatred that people have for not only him, but his dad. Then looking at this, okay, if Shedeur, with his talent, hasn't got picked up in the NFL, man, Brother Shiloh, he got to be like, oh, this is almost not going to happen for me. It's round 3, and Shedeur Sanders, who last year, when mock draft, Todd McShay and all them people that do them mock drafts and everything was saying he was the #1 coming off the board at times, he didn't win. He didn't drop drastically from that. At the end of the year, I know Colorado lost to BYU in the big game, whatever. But I think a lot of that was that Colorado playing with Coach Prime and the star-studded, that whole aura that he has and his team has, you have a lot to deal with off the field. There's a lot of distractions. Not trying to give him no excuse, but it's a lot of distractions, because you can remember up to that game when they played at the end of the year in that bowl, I think it was the Alamo Bowl down in San Antonio, whatever, they played BYU. Travis Hunter had won the Heisman Trophy. Okay, Shedeur had won some accolades. I think a few more players were winning that, but I know Shedeur and Travis enough was a diss in the media that it was a lot of distraction. They didn't get a lot of practice time. Coach Prime was with the fellas, Shedeur and Travis, going through that. They really didn't have a lot of time to hone in and tighten up to get ready to play the Alamo Bowl against BYU. They out winning accolades and picking up awards, and BYU whole team is that 2 weeks is practicing, shut off and get no media coverage. The media coverage that comes with Coach Prime is a lot itself. But I'm just saying, man, come on, man, you gotta tell me. So you trying to tell me, people, that the NFL draft in Green Bay, Wisconsin, y'all trying to tell me Shedeur Sanders is not going to get drafted in the NFL this year? Y'all, come on, man. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know what's going on. I know people have always been on Coach Prime because he runs his mouth. But, man, he bags it up. Come on, man. He bags it up. Who don't run their mouth? He bags it up. His son is NFL worthy. His son has played. Shedeur was very durable. Shedeur had some great numbers. He had some great numbers. He had some decent numbers at first year at Colorado. Then he followed up the next year and won the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year. So y'all trying to tell me that day 3 of the draft and Shedeur Sanders is not under an NFL contract or on an NFL team? That is not something crazy about that. Come on, man. It's eye-opening. It's eye-opening. We already know if Deion Sanders wasn't his daddy, y'all would have been and picked him. Come on, man. Okay, because he has it all. See, it's kind of looking like y'all hating on Shedeur and Coach Prime because they're not not real pole in the NFL. This is what Shedeur need to turn his life around, because he, how NFL players have got drafted now or been get drafted. First thing they gonna say, I'm gonna buy my mama a house, or I'm gonna get my family out the gutter or out the rut. Well, Shedeur Sanders' family is good anyway because of his daddy. All I'm saying is, and I know Shedeur can be a little cocky, but don't penalize this kid because of who his daddy is, because he has some talent, he has showed it, and that seems like that's what's going on. For crying out loud, day 3 is coming up today of the 2025 NFL Draft from Green Bay, Wisconsin. So, Shedeur Sanders is still waiting for that call. Really, Shedeur Sanders is waiting for that call. It's something crazy going on, people, for crying out loud. 2 pennies, 2 cents, my podcast. I'm Nino.